What's up, tankers? And now it's time for an episode of The Grind. So sometimes when you're playing the game, you have to deal with these clowns that just don't think. This match actually starts off fairly well. So the IS-5 and I go down and try to bait the guys to come down and do some brawling. So it starts off really good. I miss, but we get the kill. So now we start the cap. So now we're trying to invite people to come down and join the mosh pit. So, you know, waiting here, trying to look for some more people to destroy. And you'll notice that there's a IS-5, the name of Dorian Gray. But here's the problem. You gotta be smart, and you cannot just stick to one tactic. You must reinforce this at times the weak side. So I see a tank to my right, a tank to my left. I notice the AMX CDC. So I'm gonna go ahead and strengthen the left side because I noticed the JP Panther and AMX coming up. Now notice this useless IS-3 defender just sitting there doing nothing. So as I approach the JP Panther, I know there's a tank to my right, but I want to take a shot at that JP Panther, and the IS-3 defender is cowering like a pony. So now somehow I miss a shot, and I get hit. I managed to bounce one. So now the cap is still going, and Dorian Gray is there, but you'll see that some mistakes will be made. Now the IS-3 defender knows he's full health. He's got a full 3 clips in his shell, and I don't know what he's doing. So now I notice that they're flooding the middle of it and going into the cap circle. So now I'm forced to go and reinforce that side. Problem, there's ISU-152. And now, since he's camoed up, I cannot see him. So now I gotta poke out, hoping to bait on my shot. So I see Dorian is now charged in headlong and facing 2 to 3 tanks and trying to be Rambo, and of course he dies. Now notice the chat about the crying, and no one forced him to go there. It was his decision. And 4 reds on me. Blah 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 blah. But you're the moron. You should have stayed behind that rock. But no, he had a charge up. Like he had like 100 times the health that he did, and he did not. So now I'm having to back up because I still haven't seen the ISU, and I do spy him. And I get fortunate here because as soon as I notice the ISU, I need to see if I can kill that guy. So he gets hit with 650. So I decide to swing around and try to kill the tank destroyer and play smart. However, Dorian Gray proceeds to call this a trash team. Not my fault you died, bro. You made some bad decisions. Along with the IS defender. Boom! So now I'm trying to get rid of one of the biggest guns left in the game, right? Because this thing's not to be trifled with. And now I'm trying to get my reload. Very fortunate to get a bounce. Boom! So now I'm trying to use my strong kung fu, and boom! My ISU clutches it, and we managed to get one more kill. So now it ain't looking too bad, but it's still a very high probability of a loss unless I get this thing done. So now Italiano is boss. I'm gonna push on him. Now I am running the stock gun with the 14-second reload of a snail. So the ISU has moved up. Boom, clutch shot. And now I know I gotta pin this guy. I have to make sure that I can damage this clown. So I'm trying to get a bounce. Dude hits me for 383. So now I'm gonna push up on him. I switch to heat because I gotta make sure I pin. Boom. So now it's time to see if I can clutch. Boom. 14-second reload. Boom. Win. So now that guy can shut up now. Yeah. Now onward and forward we go to the new map as Blunt or whatever how you ever say his name. So one thing that Death Machine USA just hates is campers. So I decided to truck on into the town, do some exploring, and see if we can either get a cap or suppress fire these the reds. As we approach this, I guess it's some church or town hall square, I noticed that, look, campers, just hate these campers. Boom! They're pushed there like pigeons taking a dump on the corner ledge of a building. Oh!
The track is damaged.
Now we got the tiger's attention, and somehow he popped me because he camoed up. So now the tiger gets popped, and look, goodbye! So that's how you get rid of the campers. Now, I decided to circle around the left side and try to break the enemy line. And I do know that JG Tiger is lurking around us. So now he's spotted, I see him. But I'm going to go ahead and try to take care of business. So now with the WZ-110, one of the cool things is it's got a really great reload time. And you're going to see that this is going to come handy. LTTB runs. Now I need to save him. Boom, got him. So now I'm going to challenge this guy. And this is what I like about this tank. This is what the Glacial should be. A great gun, great armor, bouncy bounce. And now this guy's just bouncing shots off me. Manages to pin me, but douche, 1 kill. Well, that's 2 kills actually, guys. Sorry, killed the Tiger, killed the JG Tiger Destroyer, onward and forward. So now we got 2 full health tanks to the left, T-54 and a T-34-2. So the LTTB's got some guts because he's charging in there, which I do like. I give him some credit, give him some kudos. But Death Machine USA knows how to support teammates, and he's gonna roll in hard because he has no fear. So up and at him we go, crest up this hill, and now they got an LTTB, so we're gonna see if we can do some damage and abuse the armor on this tank. So here we go with the WZ-110, marching to the beat of the Chinese drums. Bam! Now I got his attention. LTTB is now looking this way, bouncy bounce, and now he's scurrying. Boom! Manages to pin me, get another bounce. So now I'm collapsing the left side. And you see, guys, this is how you play as a team. This is how you win. Please take notes, you noobs. Alright, another bounce. And here's the beautiful thing about this gun. Kadoosh. Another kill. So I'm up to 3. So now I'm going to try to get the 4-kill Top Gun. And yeah. So there you go, guys. WZ-110 is in play. And we get the win, Top Gun, and pretty much dominate with this tank. Alright, so now we're in a platoon with Red Helix Defender. He is running the Ferdinand Tier 8 Death Van. So here we are, we're on Dynasty Pro, and we're going to try to get this win. Now, this is actually a good example of working really well in a platoon, and so we're going to go ahead and try to just get the strategic points captured and try to win the game. So I'm going to go ahead and cap B, no resistance, looking for anybody to shoot at, nothing's there, waiting, and we're good to go. So now we're going to look to see what the weak side of the flank is and attack that area. So debating whether to go left or right, but I see that Centurion moving in hard to my right. And also the IS, so I'm going to go ahead and strengthen that side. However, the IS-5 sneak up behind me, shoots me in the butt. But I don't want them pushing up on the right side, so now we're shifting together, me and the Ferdinand, to go and suppress this flank. So here we go! And we're looking for targets, looking. And we just see a Centurion. And his rear's facing mine. Boom! Hello! Oh! I get hit. Nice shot by Red Helix. Boom! So now we're breaking their flank on this side. We're gonna go ahead and try to push up aggressively. Alright. Eyes there. Bam! Side scrape. Bounce. Looking. Bam.
So I should have shot him. Helix called the shot, and I should have backed off. That would have left me with the shell. But this is great platooning, man. I mean, we're just dominating. Hits him for 478. Bam! Another kill. So we punched through their front line, and now we're just gonna clean up this mess. They've capped B, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna go ahead and just crush their little column right now. Now this is where trolls. Man, come on, man. I noticed the RU, which is soft target to the right. Helix goes and caps B. I'm going to go ahead and try to push them off, or try to help the AMX. AMX is smart, doesn't run into me. Same IS that got some cheap shots. Oh, bouncy bounce. Boom. Soft target, RU, smart decision. Goodbye. Bam. Now it's time for this IS-3 defender to die. Notice this kill, guys. Bouncy bounce again. So this WZ-110 is like the Glacier with the faster gun, better penetration. So it's not bad.
So we are in another platoon with red Hilux defenders. So basically our team has gone to the right side of Rockfield, so we're gonna go ahead and push back that way and try to basically overmatch that side and flood that side. And as we're approaching though, the spots are pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and shift to the left slightly and try to hit the rear of the soft armor, which would be the STA and the T-49. And so as we're approaching though, Red Hilux defender notices that there is a Carnarvon to the left, and also an IS-3 defender has decided to camp the top side of the hill. So you're gonna see that this is a useless way to use any type of Russian TD because they're not snipers. So veteran tankers know that the IS series are brawlers. They're meant to be up close and personal. If you want to snipe, you can't do it with the IS series. And as you'll see in a minute, boom, bounce. I couldn't hit him. The Chinese version does seem to be a little bit better at sniping, but you know, I wouldn't bank on it. I like getting up close and personal. So far the WZ-1110 is basically a better version of the Glacial. This is what I feel like the Glacial should be. So here we're trying to trap the Carnarvon. My platoon mate, Red gets a shot into him, so now we're trying to trap him. And it's actually a pretty fast tank, so we're having a little bit of trouble caging him in. We make a mistake here, so you're gonna notice that what you wanna do is you wanna go on the opposite end of the tank. And so look, Helix cuts to the right. He shouldn't have done that. He should have stayed where he was at. But again, he might have been trying to avoid the shot. But either case, this is a good example of platooning. We get him. So now we got to clean up the right side. It's still a fairly close game, and the IS-3 is still to the left on the top of the hill. So I'm banking on that he's not going to be able to hit me because of a poor sniping ability of that tank. So here we go. Boom, one shot. And the great thing about the WZ-110 is a 7.8 reload on its cannon. Another shot. So we're doing really good. We're really, as a platoon, we're being really effective, and this is what I enjoy. When we can platoon like this, it makes it fun. Fortunately, I get a bounce. You're going to see why, guys. So you see how you can actually get up on the angle, and you can kill that tank from the rear, but as you can see, it's kind of weird. When you get angles, you'll get a bounce. So now we got that camping IS-3 to deal with, and so we're gonna go ahead and chase after this tank.
So as we approach this IS-3 defender, Red Helix has pushed up on him. So when you're platooning, you have to be really smart. Since I'm at higher health, once he takes his shot, he needs to back up and also not block me in. So now, in order to distract him so he doesn't kill my platoon mate, I'm going to go ahead and push up on him and take some damage if I have to. Put a shot in him. Boom. And Helix is able, now I'm blocking his shot to my platoon mate, and this is how you platoon. So now, unfortunately I get a bounce there, and boom, game over. The Red Helix get him. So that, guys, is a great example on how you platoon, and you platoon effectively, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.